Okay, this is a DIY video for the process to Seafoam 2006 Volkswagen GTI 2.0 liter turbo FSI engine. What you'll need for this is about 5 inches of auto hose, those little needles for your like a basketball to fill that up, and of course a can of Seafoam and a dish to put the Seafoam in. I just used one of my ferret's old bowls for food. So this is my first time doing it, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll go smoothly. Okay, so we're going to be doing the Seafoam treatment on my 2006 Volkswagen GTI, which has the FSI turbo engine. I haven't seen a DIY video on YouTube or anywhere else that actually does the FSI. I've seen the TSI, but you know, it can get kind of confusing. Not by much, but it was enough to confuse me, so I figured I'd just do my own. So I have the car in the garage just because the weather in the South Jersey, Philly area has been a little bit bipolar. It's been like raining on and off and thundering, or having thunderstorms and whatnot. So I figured I'd be safe and not get stuck out in the rain doing this Seafoam treatment. So anyway, to the point. First thing you need to do is take this sensor. It's the air intake sensor, temperature sensor, and you got to remove that. And as you can see, you'll need a torque bit screwdriver to get that out. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let me just put this down for a minute. Hopefully it'll stay. Oh, come on. Close enough. It's kind of a tight fit, but, you know, what are you going to do? Slow and steady does not break the plastic sensor. Yeah, I'd rather not do that because that sounds like it would be a nightmare. So go ahead and unscrew it, and don't lose this screw, because you'll be up a creek until you can find a new one. So we'll put that over there, and you gently pull the air intake sensor out. Again, be gentle just because this is delicate. So as you can see, I pulled the air intake sensor out right there, and that leaves a port, which is where we're going to stick that intake piping or tubing right into that hole. So we're going to go over here, grab this intake piping that I put together earlier, and what we're going to do is actually make sure it's clean first. It's going to be sucking air right into your intake manifold. And what we're going to do is insert it into that little hole. And what this is going to do is, now that it's in there, it's going to suck the Seafoam through the needle into the air intake pipe. So now what we're going to do is take the Seafoam, pour it into this little cup, you know, put a pretty decent amount, like roughly half the bottle in. And what we're going to do is, it's going to suck it up pretty, you know, fairly quickly. Just going to leave that right there. Actually, to be safe, just in case the car jolts, leave that down here. You're going to start the car with that little needle in. before you stick it into the Seafoam, just so the car doesn't seize up. I mean, it will shake a little bit and shudder like it's going to stall, but that should be normal. So what I'm going to do is put this camera right down there again, and we're going to start her up. Now we're going to stick this in. Let's suck it up. The engine will sound like it's going to stall, but it's not. Already good amount. And then what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of smoke out the back. But what we're going to do is shut her off, let that Seafoam soak in. So we're going to shut her off and wait for 10 minutes. So now what we're going to do while we wait for that to soak in on inside the engine, we're going to pull this little hose that we stuck in there before back out. And then we're going to take that little sensor that we pulled out and again gently get it back in there without breaking it. So that's back in, and okay, so we're coming on 10 minutes. What I just did in the past 10 minutes was let the Seafoam soak into the the whole engine and the intake manifold, just to really loosen up all those carbon deposits and all the gunk from the gasoline that runs through the engine, which is big problem with these FSI direct injection engines. But what we're going to do is relatively soon we're going to start it back up, and this is where the fun part starts, because we're just going to take it out and really just put the pedal to the metal to really get all the gunk out of out of the engine. There's going to be a lot of white smoke coming out of the exhaust, which is fine. That's just the carbon deposits and whatnot getting out of the car. So you say do that for about 10 minutes, and then you should see the smoke start to slowly stop coming out of the exhaust. Side note also, it has been known that after seafoaming this engine, the car sometimes can throw a CEL or a check engine light, which it's no big deal. What some people do is unplug the battery for 10 minutes, then plug it back in, and that usually clears it out. If not, you can just take it to like your shop or your dealer or whoever, and they should be able to clear that code for you. So what I'm going to do is take the camera and put it outside so you can see just how much smoke is going to come out, and then we'll take the car for a spin. Get a decent shot. That should be good. As you can see, there's a lot of smoke. That's probably going to look really cool on camera later. But before my neighbors get all creeped out, we're going to... Holy crap. It's all in the car now, so we'll roll the windows down. And now we're going to take her for a spin. Looks like the check engine light is not on. On the other side, that's just like an airbag fault, and the seatbelt light and the pedal, the brake thing. I'll try and scroll in and show that. But yeah, so it looks like there is no CEL, so that's good. Now we're going to take it on the road and really just beat the hell out of the engine. Okay, so I'm currently on Route 30. Well, I'm getting on to Route 30 West, which heads towards Philly. There aren't too many cars on this road, unless it's rush hour. You know, it has a lot of traffic going into Philly since I'm like, 5 miles outside the city in Jersey. But yeah, so we're gonna get on there, we're gonna floor it, and see what happens. Oh, side note, my car is not stock. I have an APR Stage 1 tune and an engine short ram intake installed, which I'm sure you saw in the video. But yeah, we're gonna throw her into sport mode just because obviously I don't have a tripod, and traffic willing, we'll floor her when we get out to here. Again, I'm not stock, so don't think that this Seafoam treatment just made it like faster than a typical stock GTI. So here we go. Yeah, I can definitely feel a power difference. Okay, so I definitely felt a difference in just the upshifts and the downshifts. It was a lot smoother than it ever has been. My car is like 82,000 miles on it, and I've never had a Seafoam treatment. And I bought the car secondhand, but to my knowledge, it's never had a Seafoam treatment. So this is the first time. So I'm sure it was long overdue for one. So yeah, I'm gonna turn around. I'm in Camden right now, and I don't know if you keep up with the newspapers or the news, but their police force isn't doing so good. So you don't really have to worry about police presence when you want to occasionally test out your car. I don't do this much, and you shouldn't do this, but I'm just doing it because I don't feel like driving all the way out to the ATCO racetrack to do this. So I guess we'll do one more run, and thanks for watching. Hopefully this helped you out.